Welcome back to the land of tools and grit, where some hillbilly moves made my inverter quit.
Wait, let me explain something to you.
Yeah, I blew up my inverter, and I did it by, I did it because I thought it'd be fun to go ahead and run my inverter into the house and power my house off the inverter on the Forerunner playing around. But little did I know, someone was in the backyard flipping breakers. Spoken! And flew up on a breaker, so he fed 120 volts from the house directly back through my inverter.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Luckily, the inverter took all of the brunt, it seems like. The new charger, the smart shunt that we have from Victron, and the batteries all seem perfectly fine. I tested all. But the inverter, she's blown. So what we're going to attempt to do is I ordered me a brand new one off of Amazon here. This one's a 1500 watt, guys. So a little bit more chooch, if you will, a little more options. But we're going to go ahead and see if we can stuff this guy in there. I think she's a bit girthier, a bit bigger, so it might be a bit more difficult. But she's got a few cool things. One, she's got a wireless controller. So no longer do we have to have this little guy here. We can delete that all the way. And then I think we're just gonna stick this here or something. And then we'll do a little test-a-rooney to make sure everything's working as it should. So, oh, and you know what I think we'll do for funsies? I think once we grab the old inverter out, I think we'll tear it apart. See actually what blew on the inside. See how much damage we really did. All right, we're gonna glove it up this time for what letting my thumb still recover from the last time I reached in there. Because that was fun. But this should be fairly easy to dig out of there, considering how much cleaner we've made it in there. I think that one, and we'll take the little, we might need the extendy bit. All right. Let's see what we can do here. We're just gonna unplug all of that. Oh, that's how I did that. All right. I think we're just gonna snip those. And now I gotta dig that wiring out and not shock the junk out of myself while we're doing this. And I think what we'll do is undo one at a time and move it over to the, oh, actually, let's make sure the old inverter or the new inverter fits. Because this is a honky boy. Oh yeah. Let's see. I mean, what are the chances of this not fitting? We're gonna have to do something a lot less fun. Let's see. Oh, perfect. Okay. All right. Oh. So we're going to take all pliey here, and we're just going to crank these suckers down so they don't come loose. Okay. All right. That, she is tight.
You are tight like a tiger.
So I guess actually before we go put everything in there, let's can we do a test? Is it gonna work? Which way does this blow to? Ooh. Okay, so actually we are making some improvements here because this also had fans. But these fans were a lot tinier and dinkier, and there was barely any air movement through this thing, and this cabinet got really hot. And I also think that these fans blew that way instead of pushing air through. I could be wrong though. These ones though, you could feel the air moving through here, so it's going to suck air from the cabinet out this way, which is actually what I originally wanted. So we're doing some good there. Let's just plug something in to see if we can get anything to work. Ooh, and we can see, oh wait, hold on a second. We got to plug in the little dongle deal so we can actually see what's going on from back here. I mean, that's pretty cool. I don't need it because I have the smart shunt, but we can at least see what the inverter thinks it's doing. We can see how much we're drawing through the smart shunt, but this way we'll actually be able to see what the inverter wants to do. Okay, so that's what the inverter is doing. Let's pull this guy out. He's 500 watts. I'm going to throw a little bit of water in this. That's good. And there's some rework that needs to happen in this situation as well to make this more better. I just haven't figured out a way to do it. Ideally, we'd have the outlets not right there, but probably over here somewhere, I think is what we're going to end up doing. We got to figure out how I'm going to run that. Okay, let's see what do we got. Okay, lights up, running. She's away. Then we're pulling, 450 watts, something like that. Pretty close. And she's on. So if I long press, oh, you hear the beep. Inverter off. Cool. Inverter back on. Oh, that's real honky tonk right there. I really like that. That's real awesome. You can sit here and just do all your stuff. Just long press this thing to turn the inverter on and off. Okay, let's get all this back together in here, one way or another. And we're just gonna turn you off and unplug you. Oh, let's see. Can you stick to... Oh, there we go. That's not sketch at all. All right. How are we going to make this work so you actually stay on here? I wish they had better magnetic bit. Milwaukee, I'm talking to you. Let me see something. All right, I'm going raw. So bad things are about to happen. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're going to get somewhere with that, probably. Maybe. Maybe not. Watch, this is going to be too long now. Oh, let's see. Maybe we can just go. Ah, look at that. There's the ticket. That tape can just stay in there. Two things you need in your garage at all times, I'm finding out. Electrical tape and painter's tape. Because if electrical tape isn't handy, then you got the painter's tape. And we all know painter's tape is good for pretty much literally everything. Why didn't I think of this before when I was first installing this system? I farted around trying to get those screws in. I could have done this. Okay, three is good. 3 is good. I don't think we need any more. You don't need to worry about having all the screws in the thing holding the inverter down so stuff doesn't short out. Now we're just gonna plug all this stuff up and run it some way. That'll go over there. Man, that is so tight down in there. Now one little miscalculation I'm knowing right off the bat is I should have slid the back of it a little over, because this actual charger here, that literally everything is in the way now, has a reverse charge function in case we kill our main battery. You can reach in here and touch a button, but that's really close now, so it's a little hard to get to. It's kind of that button right there, one of those blue ones. So yeah, that's how that's working. I think we're all cozy and chilly and good to go now. And I forgot to mention, that is a pure sine wave inverter, both of them. I was real upset when I blew it up, but that's all right. We fixed it. We got her going. I dropped something. What did I drop? Ah, it's just a screw. I'll get it later. Now, how do you think this comes apart? I hear stuff inside there. Something really blew apart. Let's think my little thing here will take it apart. Am I gonna get shocked because there's capacitors that are charged in here? Probably. Let's see. Oh, okay. We'll just. You don't need to worry about enlarging the screw holes. It was meant to do that. Maybe you do need to worry about it. Maybe I'm not getting them out that way. Are you smaller? Ooh. It happened. I actually have something that fits things. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, those are screwed. Literally. That's either a different screw in there altogether, or I chewed that thing up royally. I'm going with I chewed it up royally. Let's see if we can get this side off. That's why they make two sides. In case you mess up one side, just take the other side off. Yeah, by the way, if you don't have an inverter that has a remote dealio, all you do is you take off the faceplate, and where your little on-off switchy is, it's just plugged into the motherboard right there. So you just unplug it, cut the wires, and you just extend it, which is what I did, and it seemed to work okay. Okay, can I get this out of here without shocking the other little junk out of myself? Okay, well that's a separate board altogether. It smells like broken, if you guys were wondering. Is that gonna be affixed? Okay, what are you stuck on? Oh. Woo! Do you see any bloated parts? I mean, I heard bloated pieces, but I don't see anything blown. Is there anything? I'm okay. There we go. All the safety. We got gloves on now. I don't know how much power is in this thing, but probably a lot. That cap's not blown. That cap's not blown. I don't see fuses in here either. So what the heck's blown? Something's blown. It smells like blown China.
China, 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 China.
Oh wait, is that it right there? I think that's it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There it is. This thing's hooped. Okay, so we blew whatever this little Dilio chip thing is right out of it. So yeah, that's gone. But not a capacitor, surprisingly enough. All the capacitors appear to be in okay shape. So yeah, I mean, if someone wanted to, they could probably take this apart. Maybe Louis Rossman, if you want to have this, let me know. If someone wants to get a hold of him and let him know that I took this whole thing apart because I blew it up because I backfed something. If he wants to play with something, because I don't do the micro stuff. Maybe he could take this apart. And maybe he can see, if he could see, he can get to work again. Because that'd be kind of fun, I think. Oh, by the way, that 1500 watt guy, you can tell it's China. Look at the little dinky cables it came with versus the cables we were just working with. Look at these little tiny things. These little tiny cables are supposed to power that 1500 watt inverter. There's a lot of amps, by the way. That's like this stuff. Which is, I mean, this is like 10 gauge wire, and this is supposed to be 10 gauge wire. I have like 1/0 wire in there or something. Or maybe it's like 4 gauge, I think is what it is in there. Way, way more heavy duty Skookum. This is, I don't know. Hey, but now I got fans. Ooh, I have an idea for the fans. So, after showing my wife this whole thing and showing how I fixed it and how awesome I am and how cool it is, I said, hey wife, I'm thinking of just mounting this here or here. And she goes, that's a pretty awful idea. Why don't you just cut a slot and just mount it here? And then when you need to charge it, just take a screw out, charge it, and put it back in. And I said, you know, wife, that's pretty smart. I don't know when you got a brain, but it's smarter than mine right now. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. We are going to... So, after showing them how cool I am and how awesome I am that I fixed the thing that I broke, my wife got in here and she was playing with it, showing her how it works. And I said, you know, I'm just going to mount this here or this here. Just make it easy, just stick it there. And she goes, well, that's pretty stupid. And I thought, yeah, you're right, but I don't know where else to put it. And she said, well, why don't you just cut a slot here and flush mount it right there? And I thought, you know, that's pretty smart. I knew there was a reason I kept her around. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and get this in here. That, gonna have to measure the width. So we want it probably like thusly, I think. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, wait. Oh, it's really hard not having a thumb that you can use. Perfect. A little tight, but that's okay. We can fix that. Give it. Ooh, goody. All right. And let's, I gotta widen that a little bit for these type of screws to fit. Oh, there we go. I think that's pretty close. We'll just give it a little clearancing action here. There we go. Now if we need to charge it, we just take the two screws off. Not a woodworker, but just look how honky-tonk that thing looks. That thing is just so awesome. Now, I can get rid of all this garbage right here. And now you just swing this out a little bit and boom, inverter, and do whatever you want to do. And usually we cook right off here when we're cooking, so this is perfect. You can just open this up and do your stuff, and that thing is awesome. Two little screws come out, we can charge it, put it back in, charge it. No idea how long the battery lasts, so maybe I screwed myself there. We'll find out in the future. But yeah, now everything is fixed, everything's good to go. Like it. So, if you like the video, let me know in the comments below, or if you have any questions or anything. I think we're going to take this out in a little while here and go do a little camp trip. It's time for us to get out, go explore. We've been cooped up for way too long, and we need to go do a few things. And when we go do that, we're going to test out everything to the max. We're going to test out the solar panel and the inverter. We're going to make crock pot something and use our electric stove on things and stuff. It'll be a good fun time. Good fun time. So if you're interested in something like that, stay tuned. And as always, really appreciate you guys. And well, we'll see you in the next video, hopefully. So, see you then.